And welcome back here to Live Now from Fox. Bottom of the hour, 5:30 here on the West Coast, 8:30 there in Washington. We'll get into some more of these top political headlines in just a moment here. I want to give you an update, though, on a major story that was breaking out of Newport Beach, California, just yesterday. Matthew Seedorff there with this photo on X today saying there's a growing memorial at the mall in Newport Beach, California, where 68-year-old Patricia McKay was killed Tuesday during an attempted armed robbery. McKay was a tourist visiting from New Zealand. One message reads, "Stop the senseless thefts there." In the meantime here, we want to go out now live to my friend, Fox 11 Los Angeles reporter Matthew Seedorff, with more on this really, really scary, tragic incident and how the community is remembering Patricia McKay. He joins me. Matthew, what's going on with this story? How did this all transpire? Walk our viewers back.
Yeah, so essentially the 68-year-old is visiting here from New Zealand, Newport Beach, a very nice area in Newport Beach, and was outside the Barnes & Noble yesterday with her husband when two suspects came up and at gunpoint tried stealing possibly her husband's watch. And there was some sort of fight between the two sides when a third suspect showed up in a car, the getaway car, and ran over that 68-year-old woman, killing her. There were shots fired. Apparently the husband was the target of those shots but wasn't hit. He's expected to survive. Then there was a police chase up in LA County. Those three suspects were arrested, and we heard from the mayor here in Newport Beach yesterday essentially saying he's fed up with all these criminals coming down from LA County and causing havoc in Orange County. And again, those three suspects were arrested and today identified, and none of them are from Orange County. He was in fact right. One of them is from Compton, another from Lancaster, and another from the LA area. And again, now we're hearing that this victim was visiting from New Zealand. One source says that her son was living in Newport Beach area, so she had been in town visiting her son. Just very sad stuff.
Yeah, and Matthew, though, the suspects are young. I mean, they're in their teens. And what were they doing in Newport Beach? You said they're not from there.
Yeah, two of them were 18, and I believe the third one was 26. With a criminal history, we're learning that he's been arrested before for armed robbery, trying to steal someone else's watch at gunpoint in Santa Monica just a couple of years ago. So he has a criminal history, and, you know, it's what we're hearing is that possibly they were down here to commit crimes.
Yeah, we're just looking at some of this video from the scene outside this mall. Is the mall open, Matthew?
Yeah, it's back to business as usual at the mall. We did speak to some shoppers today who say they're scared. One of them said that they bought a taser after hearing what happened yesterday. But you can sense that there are people scared. You saw that memorial outside the mall that I tweeted out. Yeah. And people are fed up. They're tired of these sort of crimes happening.
So for those of our viewers, I know it's not in LA County. It's in Orange County. Help us make sense of where this is from downtown LA. You and I have discussed so many incidents of this really, really tragic crime unfolding there in Los Angeles County. This coming to Newport Beach, what's that reaction?
Yeah, I mean, it's about an hour and a half south of LA, in an area where the district attorney has a different reputation than what you'll see in LA. More hard on crime here in Orange County. The DA actually has billboards up across the county saying we prosecute here. So he's trying to remind people that this is what happens, that they take crime seriously. And just about a year ago, I believe, there was 141 people arrested in a crime spree. 140 of the 141 suspects arrested were not from Orange County. So the DA here is trying to send the message to people that come down here to commit crimes that they will prosecute. And people here seem to be fed up that this is happening.
So, Matt, we're showing the viewers some of the moments of that police chase and when the suspects were apprehended. I mean, this was wild. We had this live on our air last night. We bring so many of these police chases to our viewers from the Los Angeles area, but I think this one really takes the cake. I mean, especially after the crime that they committed. I mean, usually some of these suspects just steal a car. These three suspects committing robbery and killing a woman, a tourist visiting there at Newport Beach. We're learning more, of course, about who she was as a person. Her husband injured in all of this. But from the chase perspective, we haven't seen a lot of that.
Yeah, it's unusual for us to, I mean, we get chases all the time, like you said, but it's unusual for us to know the background during one of these chases, and to know the high profile of these suspects during the chase was interesting. Obviously, they went cross county lines back to LA County, arrested in Southgate, getting out of that car and then running on foot, getting separated. But again, police able to track all three of them down.
All right, Matthew Seedorff there live for us in Newport Beach with the latest on this. Matthew, thanks so much. We'll check in soon if there are any more updates. Any update as well when these suspects will appear in court? Have they been charged, just lastly?
The DA here has not filed those charges yet. It sounds like it's going to be filed after the holidays, so likely Friday those charges will be filed, but we'll keep you updated as we learn more on that.
All right, Matt, thanks so much. Talk soon.
Thanks.
In the meantime here, we do want to just run through some of these posts on social media from the relevant parties here. I want to put this up. Take a look at this. Matt tweeting this out with a list of the suspects' names and identities. Let's take that full. So, 26-year-old male, Leroyernest Joseph McCrary of Compton, California. Jaden Cunningham, an 18-year-old male, resident of Lancaster, California. And Malachi Eddward Darnell, 18-year-old male, resident of Los Angeles, California. This was put out, I believe, by Orange County law enforcement. They say the incident is still being actively investigated. They say if anyone has any information who was not contacted by officers or detectives, they left that contact number and information. Those suspects were booked. Homicide, robbery with a firearm, and conspiracy here as well. We have more reaction in as well. Seedorff with this statement, lengthy statement from Orange County District Attorney Todd Spitzer, issuing a statement regarding the public safety following yesterday's deadly attempted robbery at a mall there in OC. Spitzer says Gavin Newsom is too busy running for president to be a problem-solving governor for California. Issuing a broadside there against Governor Newsom, DA Todd Spitzer is. You might be familiar with Todd Spitzer. We have shown him here on Live Now from Fox in various law enforcement press conferences over the years. And this here, Will O'Neill saying he is the mayor of Newport Beach, California. His message today: to hell with these guys. We as a society need to do better. We cannot tolerate this. That was his blunt, simple message there from Mayor O'Neill of Newport Beach. This has really rocked that community there. This is a very affluent community as well. This happened right on the outskirts, the sidewalk of this Fashion Square shopping mall, high-end shops, high-end restaurants there in Newport Beach. Matthew Seedorff with this photo of a makeshift vigil and memorial. Rest in heaven, Patricia McKay, this tourist just visiting from New Zealand, turning so tragic there. You see the flowers, you see the notes. So if there are any more updates on this story, if we get any more details, especially when those suspects will appear in court yet again for their arraignment, we'll bring it to you.